Another simulation problem. We need to just do what is given in the question. We have to make additions or subtractions of fractions. So first we need to consider that this is one fraction, this is the other fraction. So we need to parsing of the string is required, and then we need to do the whatever operation it needs, and then we need to convert it into the irreducible fractions, which means that the GCD of the numerator and the denominator would be 1, would be the GCD of numerator and denominator. So now we can directly look at the solution of what has to be done over here. Only one thing to note is that whenever we write GCD, right, it is like int a comma b int b, and then over here if a equal to 0, then we can just return b, and then if it is not the case, then just return that GCD of b modulo a and comma a. This is the Euclidean algorithm, and we need to just remember this snippet for faster retrieval of GCDs, because we would need that to make it irreducible. Coming to the code, we just make a numerator, a denominator. This is our helper GCD function. Now we just maintain this numerator and denominator. For each of the values we need what? So suppose if plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 plus 3 by 7 plus 4 by 3 plus something 3 by 9 or 5 by 9 is present. Now this part is not present, so first we'll have to insert this into the picture so that we can make everything consistent. Because for minus, if the first term was minus, right, minus is present, but first term was plus, then plus is not present over here, so we need to add it. So to add it, we see that if it is a minus, don't do anything. If it is not a minus, we just insert a plus to the starting to make it consistent. When we make sure that it is consistent, then we can just run a for loop that for each of I comma j, we have a 2-pointer approach over here to get each of the fraction. In other languages we have regex checks. Here we do not have that regex inbuilt library function, so we are using this. What is the main point to remember over there is there is something known as this operator. This is a look ahead operator, look ahead in regex. This is what was present in the Leetcode editorial. So what we need to look ahead for is a combination of either minus or plus, or if it is a plus or minus directly, or if it is a this value, not plus or minus, if it is a this value. So what we need over there is we need numbers, right, over there also. At the end of the day, this 1 by 2 plus minus, we just need the numbers. To get these numbers only, what we are doing over here, we are just calculating everything and taking out the numbers manually in C++. But in Java or Python, we have these regex checks wherein a look ahead part is also present, as well as this check is also present, delimiter 1. So we just delimit it first based on this, or else if the next element is minus or plus, we just break it also. Even there we break it. If it was a minus, right, then we can say that if the next element was minus, we can just take that part of the thing and break it. So we need to break it at plus or minus, we need to break it at this. So these are all the delimiters that we need to do. So first breaking would be based on this plus or minus, then the second breaking would be based on this. The same thing we are doing here also. We are first finding out wherever this is present, In this first, what we did was we took 2 pointers, right? In the 2 pointer approach, I forgot to tell that. Now in the 2 pointer approach, I'll take I as this part and then j is also this only and plus 1. So over here now we'll be iterating till where we can go till this next operation number, or else the addition subtraction part. What we can do now over there is we can just increment j until and unless we'll have found this, right? Same thing we are doing over here, and then we need to just push this substring into my vector of strings. So now 1 by 2 will be the string that has been pushed in. The second time again 1 by 2 will be pushed. The third time 3 by 7 will be pushed, and so on. Next thing is we'll consider all these pairs, all these strings. For each string I'll calculate size t, and this is the position element. We'll be considering that dot find will give me that particular iterator where it was present in the number, and this number can be fed into the dot substring function to get the first half. This is the numerator part. Now we need to also consider that if the numerator is a positive numerator or a negative numerator. So if it was minus 1 by 2 was the string, I need to consider that this was what? This was nums of I comma 0 only, and if this was minus, then I will consider that whatever numerator I have gotten, I have to keep the minus numerator as my numerator. So I have done that. Then denominator would be everything after this. So if it was 235 also, everything after this I'm taking it in and then I'm converting it into the integer, and then a normal basic numerator by denominator math is this. Now to get the irreducible thing, we find the GCD of numerator comma denominator, and then we just find out the numerator by and the denominator by that. We do it so we can get the irreducible fraction in the answer. This is the irreducible fraction in the answer. Over here, one more thing to note is we are considering the absolute of the GCD over here.